Hey guys, good morning. It's Cecilia, aka ForRealCeil, at what 90 Days Can Do, and the MLS Bitcoin Club. Coming to you this Wednesday morning. I think today's word is going to be winded. Why I chose winded? Well, when you talk and you talk and you talk and you talk about what you're going to do, changes you want to make, goals you want to achieve, things that you want to do, and you've talked and you can't take no more talk and it's time for action. Well, we have a platform. There's action that can be taken and steps that will help you achieve your financial needs, help you to pay your bills, your mortgage, your car notes, just the typical cost of living, and then so much more. Would you like to be a worldwide traveler? Have you ever taken a cruise or gone to an exotic island or taken a flight, to somewhere, or visited big amusement parks? I've never went to Disney World, but I've been to some pretty nice places like Adventure Island and other places, not too far away. But I have been around the world. I've been to Jamaica, I've been to Mexico, I've been to Canada, I've been to, oh my God, New Orleans. I've been to other states, so, and other countries. So, I'm saying all this just to say, I would like to go further. I would like to go to Africa one day. I'm thinking about going to Dubai. These are things that are in my near future of vacation ideas, and those things can be reality for others who have not yet experienced it. Some of you have, but some of you have taken vacations and are paying for them years and years later. I want to be in the space that I can take a vacation and it's paid for in full, or I could pay it off within a couple of installments, not have to worry or tax myself over. Why? Put it on a business card, charge it to my businesses, because I can do that as long as I'm taking care of business while I'm out there. A couple of business meetings, talk some business, look for some possibilities and ideas while I'm out. And it's a business meeting. It's a write-off. So there are so many ways that you can make money work for you and make that possibility, a reality. You do not have to struggle. You do not have to look for ways to pay your bills, to live from paycheck to paycheck, to worry about, where the next month's rent is coming from, or how you're going to cover the cost of school uniforms or sport team events for your children. I know it's costly. It's very costly to be a parent, and we as parents, we want the best for our children. Do you know how many things that I couldn't do for my kids when they were growing up, but I found a way to make them, get what they needed? And it's sad because look, my children all could have went to college. One started and then he gave up, so in a way I was really glad that I didn't spend all the money that I required, but I didn't have it, and that was the point. And it was so sad that I wasn't of the right mindset to say, hey, you're gonna write this great essay and get a scholarship, do this, push harder, go here, do this and do that. But without that knowledge, without that information, with no one to tell me, to push me, to motivate me towards that, it was like, okay, it's typical, just graduate high school, that's enough. And thank God all three of my children did graduate high school, and they took secondary education courses and are certified in specific fields, which is good too, because again, you can go to a trade school, you could go to a college, you can be certified and have a successful lifestyle or make ends meet. But there's more to it than that, because like this, wealthy people, and this is what I've learned, and a lot of people may disagree, but some that are among the wealthiest will agree with this, that college don't teach you what you need to be wealthy. College teaches you what's in the books and what is predetermined. They don't tell you how to make money and make cash flow and make numbers work, and put out good deals, and to about the pillars of wealth, and how to save, and have an infinite banking system, and about solar 401ks and stuff. So no matter what class you take, home economics, finances. I just was at a seminar. We went to a meeting, and it was about the summer youth enrichment program. Okay, so it was employment for summer youth, and they're teaching them financial literacy. Okay, yes, they're teaching children how to fill out a check. They're training them to save money and put it in a bank. Worst thing. Having an account, of course, is important because it shows responsibility. But what are you teaching them to do with that account? What are you teaching them to do with their money? How are you telling them about investing? How are you telling them about making wise choices when it comes to insurance, and mentoring them about wise investment choices? Not to go to a jeweler if you want to learn about finances, and not to go to a brick mason if you want to purchase gold. So these are things that you want to know about. You want to know where to get knowledge. You want to know that the knowledge that you're getting is going to be of a real value to you. And I just realized the other day, and this is so funny, somebody said that a student of theirs did not know how to write an address on an envelope to mail out mail. So these little fundamentals, these things that we were taught when we were growing up, these things that we learned in school, because we took home economics, and we took English, and those kind of classes, and we also had they call it financial education, but it really wasn't. They teach us just business mechanisms. They teach us how to create a letter, how to apply address to a letter, where to place it on the envelope, where the return address goes, and they teach us how to build a proper letter. You have the heading, and then you have the date, and then you have the to, and then you have the reason why, and then you have a salutation, and then you have the body, and then you have the ending, which is called, I forgot what it's called, but I know you have to put an ending to the letter, and then you have your signature block. But there are people who don't even know the structure of a letter, and it's because we're not being taught. We're not being taught the general things that we need to learn inside of these schools now, in order to just live a normal life, be successful, make some headway, do normal things that are expected of us, even on a day-to-day basis in a work environment, or even as a business owner. You have to be able to make invoices. You have to be able to create tickets. You need to be able to generate a scope of work and make it legible, and make things so they're clear for people to understand and take in and absorb. Because if you cannot do it, it's going to be dysfunctional, and it's not going to be very successful. I see the video one day about the kid, the younger generation. They don't know what a rotary phone is. They can't dial a phone. I feel like in school, starting in kindergarten, they should be teaching people about these things of the past, just so they're aware of it, just so they know. Even in the school books now, literacy about, hey, I woke up this morning, I mailed a letter. A simple storybook that says, I want to write a letter. Some people believe in Santa Claus, and they say, oh, let's send Santa a letter at the North Pole. Well, how is that letter supposed to look? How is it structured? Do you have to write Santa's address on the front? how is it going to get there? Is Santa just going to come pick it up at your house, or do you have to send it? And if you have to send it, does it cost money to send it? Okay, so it's going to cost money to send a letter to Santa. Well, where do you put the stamp, and where do you get a stamp? You know, because these people nowadays, they don't know jack. They don't know nothing. All they know is email and text. That's it. They don't know about a letter. They don't know what the post office does or what it's for, and that is some scary stuff. You know, it's obsolete in some forms because we have so much viral stuff. We have so much electronic transmission that these antiquated things, or how things come and go, to some are a mystery. They don't know the workings behind it. So we got to remember, look back, teach. Yeah, we're winded. We're done talking. But are we teaching the right things in our schools? Are we teaching our children now to be educated about what once was? Because what once was will be again, or so they say, and it says so in the Bible, and there's nothing new under the sun. So when new things come out, we have something to relate it to. Not that it will be the exact same thing, but this was the thing of the past, and it's now in a new form. You have to know about what once was, so you can see that what is new already is something that was in existence. Also, like cryptocurrency. Okay, you're talking about a digital fiat. You're talking about digital currency, something that's globally accepted, a worldwide currency. Okay, this is a currency that can be sent from one place to another with minimal cost. We're talking less than $1 in most instances, for hundreds of dollars to be shipped directly to another person's wallet, which can then be utilized in their own Visa card or however their country accepts it, and it's interchangeable to any currency in the world. This is done very simply, and it's not a big deal. It's something that's been used for years now, over 10 years, and has been the idea of it, okay? The newness of it is new, it's wacky, it's wild, it's old. But we've been using electronic transfer and wire transmittal of money, digital currency, for at least about a century. I don't know when the first credit card came out, but ever since then, okay? So to think back and to say, okay, well, this is something new, it's not new. It's what once was will be again. And this is a reinvention of that will, so to speak. A cleaner model, a supermodel of that antiquated system. So there we have it. And I'm just saying all this to say, winded, done talking, want a new line, want direction, want to learn things that are relevant. And that's just only one example of many, that I could give about school and teaching and finances and stuff. But it's, to me, if you want to learn something that's going to make a difference, or something that's impactful that could change your life for the rest of your life, clubs like ours, our club specifically, is a great place to be. Great area. You can learn so much. It's a world of wealth inside of our club. It's valuable. It's a very valuable, rare gem. I'm glad that I found it, and I thank the person who introduced me to this space for bringing me there, because had it not been, I wouldn't have looked at it. I wouldn't have looked twice. But it's a very valuable tool. And listen, when you want to learn about how to be wealthy, who do you learn from? Do you learn from somebody who's watching TV shows about people who are wealthy, who's watching Love and Hip Hop, and people who have businesses that you don't have, like Black Ink and stuff like that? Like, do you listen and learn from somebody who is wealthy? We are learning from a liquid each other, and our future is so bright. It's just so bright. I just love the space that we're living in, and I invite you and encourage you to join and check us out. I know I said it so many times, but you just gotta be in it. The people who are here get it. The people who take that look and really get involved get it. The people who are in tune with what kind of wealth we're talking about generating for generations to come, they get it. And it's empowering. It is so very enriching. And I just want to say, I welcome you to come visit. I keep throwing the number out there. I keep putting the website. I'm not going to do either today. One day, you're going to look for me. And I'll be here. And I'll still be involved with MLS. And I'll still be doing me and making money and making generational wealth. Impacting the lives of others in a positive way, helping others to attain this type of lifestyle. And I say a lifestyle because it is. It's a change. It is a change. One thing I can say with a certainty is I don't worry about how anything is getting paid. It just is. And again, there's no such thing called debt, because with cash flow, debt is erased. With training and the knowledge and applied methods, credit is improved. Possibilities are limitless. Networking and building teams and becoming the best you are so possible. You can have whatever you desire as long as you work towards it and try to achieve it. It takes action, it takes execution, but working towards a goal in a smart manner without wasting a lot of time, jumping through a lot of loopholes, getting yourself networked and in the right place at the right time is super valuable. So that being said, have a great Wednesday. Watch out for this weather. It's kind of wicked weather week. And have a good day, guys.